What's up, guys? Cedo Cards here. So, something interesting going on in the Riftbound space that I'm quite confused about. Prices are already, moving up. Where one, the game isn't actually out yet in English-speaking markets, and two, there's hardly been marketing around this. Now, if you see the screen here, we have the Riftbound Arcane Set, and of course, Arcane, massive show, with many awards on Netflix. Showcase many popular characters from League of Legends, namely Jinx, Vi, Victor, everything. I mean, Warriors is a bit weird, but of course they showcase these characters. Echo, one of the mains, is my guy, and I'm confused. Let me not waste much time. Let me go to what we're seeing. So, if you guys remember, there was an arcane set came out. 73 euros. American similar price. In UK, that translates to roughly £65. This was end of August. It was available for about 4 hours, 5 hours, quite a long time. Of course, you had to know about it, but 2 months, a month and a half down the line, for a game that is not even out yet, we're seeing sale prices on eBay for damn near 4x. I mean, we see one 5 days ago for £260. That's 4x the initial price, which for a game that hasn't even come out yet is absolutely crazy. And I don't know if it's healthy, I don't know if it's good or bad. So for me, I was planning to buy the Chinese set for a long time, to be honest. I mean, back in April I saw it, maybe £150, and I kept saying I'll buy it. I never did. And just before the English set was announced, it was hitting roughly £400, and I told myself I will buy it, and I never did. And I'm so glad I did, because it was when the English set was announced, and I later learned it was 75 euros, 65 pounds. Where I was going to spend £400, I could then spend that exact amount of money on a few of the English boxes. Some I'll keep sealed, some I'll open to think great, some I'll keep raw, open and I'll keep the raw packs. But for me, this is an opportunity rather than buying one Chinese box, which will probably go down in value now that actually there's an English version. But now, I can buy the English set. It's much cheaper, buy loads. Obviously, there's going to be a secondary market and it will go up in price, but that's another concern for the future. So again, it was free per order. Now I don't want to take the risk, and I buy more than 3 on my account, and all of a sudden they will get cancelled. We don't want that. So I bought free on my account. Obviously, you need a right account. My younger brother plays League of Legends. I've not played in some time. I may get back into it. I don't know. I'm actually using his gaming PC. He's given it to me because he's gone traveling abroad. But I asked him to log into his right account. I sent him money. He bought free. I asked my friend who also plays League of Legends, buy me free, and so that way I managed to get 9, which is great. But I was speaking to my wife just a few days ago about League of Legends and about the TCG, and I thought then to just look at the prices, and I was extremely shocked to see where we are. It's a bit much. It's a bit ridiculous. But it's at least showing the driving demand for this TCG, which is good. It's good. I mean, I really do hope this TCG does well. It's League of Legends. It's a massive brand. We all know League, and for those who play League of Legends, we know the fan base runs deep. I've played and been in the space of League of Legends since 2013. So when I first started playing, I was a Morgana main in mid lane. That's how old I was. Morgana's back now, but if you hear 2013 and Morgana, it's deep, interest in the game. Morgana mid. This is back when Kha'Zix was, the worst jungler, not the worst, as in the most feared jungler in Italy. Zyra was mid. There was a Renekton top bar, so crazy times. But again, not to ramble too long. And as I mentioned, we're hitting £260. It's a bit crazy. We're seeing similar prices on the US or global eBay, 215, 327. It's up and down. It's definitely a seller's market, but at the same time, people just want to cash in on the money that they can. It's not a thing of mine. I'm not really interested in selling anything short term. I want to hold my items, keep it sealed. I like to put money into pretty things, keep them away. Same thing with Pokemon, same thing with One Piece. Pretty boxes, the value's gonna go up, there's no harm. League of Legends, I want to rip. I've ripped some Chinese, it was good. But, it was just to kind of just satiate in the meantime until the English boxes come out. I've got a few boxes lined up that I'll rip, some I'll keep sealed. But yeah, I'm excited. I look forward to it. But again, we're seeing extreme numbers for a TCG that isn't out just yet. So does that worry me? Yes and no. My concern is how quickly one can get priced out of the TCG. We see it with Pokemon. Boxes are now £400 £300 instantly at launch, in pre-order still, to be honest. You manage to get it for 155, instantly it's 300 on the secondary market. My concern is that the TCG can't get its legs, before there's enough, before it's had enough time to grow. If we have a situation here where we have, such high demand and again high prices around it, which again prices people out, and we don't want that for a TCG that isn't even out yet. It's the very first set. But I mean, it just shows the hype around it. I mean, I was looking at if you guys, depending on how long you've known about Riftbound, we have what was known as Project K, the initial code name for League of Legends, and this was back in 2024. They released a trial deck in both Chinese and English, and as you can see here, they're very different to what we have now. Very old UI. Fans said we don't want this, we want better designs, and so it was changed. As you can see here, for example, PSA 10 in this Jinx Legend card, $2,000. In PSA 10, we're seeing Vi. This is it. It's not a Legends card. It's just a unit. We're seeing again Jinx unit. Volibear is 100, but Jinx 1,200. The Volibear, not Volibear, Victor trial deck card, 800 in PSA 10. We're seeing extreme prices, and these are only going to go up. Now, if you could, I would advise, if you have the money, you don't have to, if you have the money, to grab something within the 2024 Riftbound Project K trial deck sets. Just get something in it. Now, I had the word has left me. Back in April this year, I was roaming around on eBay, and I typed in Project K. I don't know why I think I just did, or League of Legends, and a 2024 trial deck box, sealed box of 4, the Jinx, the Volibear, the Victor, and the Yasuo was up for about 1k. I said, this is the steal of the century, and I bought it. I said, this is money that is a bit reckless, but I'm going to put money into it, because I know the League of Legends brand is so big, it's so strong, that this 1k will mean nothing to me in the future once this TCG is out, because of one, how rare it is to have one of these boxes. Of course, these came out in some offline Chinese events. It was never actually sold, so effectively no print run, and again, these are, as you can see, these are pre-cards. They're great. I've opened, if you see on my, I believe I made a short about it, the Chinese set. I've opened that. That was great. And I've opened a bunch. I kept the Jinx. Actually, I gave away the Jinx child sealed box, just out of why not. But I rambled on. We're seeing excessive prices. Of course, you know, many retailers are getting stock for this, which is good. Local game stores are getting stock. You know, these are retailing for £100, £109, 120 at the max. I've seen 156, 142, 153. It's excessive. You know, the game isn't out yet. We're seeing prices that do worry me. So I don't know. I have to figure out what's gonna happen. You know, as I mentioned, this trial deck that I discussed in 2024. You know, I bought it for 1k, and we're looking at, damn near, if I can even find it, if I even had the opening, it shows here it's sold 15,000, but actually if I just put that into 130 sales, yeah, I did. You know, listing price is 15k, sale price was 9,000. Now, mind you, I purchased one of these myself in April for 1k, and we're looking at $9,000. I did it £1,000, $9,000. We're looking at roughly £7,000. You know, it's excessive, but there are opportunities here. If you're a New England fan, it's a nice thing to hold on to. There's no harm. If you ever want to get rid of it, you'll have your money at least and then some. But you know, my concern is that things just spiral out of control. So let me know what you guys think. I'll be making more videos about the market. Again, I'm a deep League of Legends fan. I've been there for many years, and I want the TCG to do well. I mean, as soon as, you know, we get a Z card, it's game over. You know, the demand will be extreme. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. If you are from the UK, join the Riftbound UK Discord. Check it out. And yeah, see you soon. Cedo cards out.